What is up, guys, and welcome back to episode 3 of Kane Chronicles. At the end of the last episode, we completed the whole puzzle, and I gave you the option between either Gale or Hoylett. I forgot to write in the comment section either Gale or Hoylett for you to select, so I've gone ahead and picked Gale anyway, because just to complete the whole team to make them all silver, and Keane had to just go on the bench. But from there, we go into our first game against Real So Bad. And holy crap, his team was not so bad at all. He had a beautiful hybrid between 3 different leagues and nations. It's a massive hybrid between Opara, Win, Romando, Walker. He had informed Schneider, he had informed Depay, he had RVP, Cuadrado. Just an absolutely solid team, which was supposedly rated 3.5 stars. That bronze benching was OP. But in the second minute, he managed to take out Kane, but Kane sees Opara messing about in defence and manages to take it off him and finesse it into the top left-hand corner, giving my opponent a little bit of hell already. In the 25th minute, this is just an example of what Depay was doing. He's so silky on the ball, but Blackett was having absolutely none of it, taking out Depay. Depay was absolutely controlling this game, and in the 35th minute, HURRIKANE decides to show my opponent all the dribbles he can do and how great his silky ball control is, body feints and fake kicks, and then decides to release a beautiful finesse shot from outside the box, to score a goal. And in the 45th minute, Cuadrado decides to do his own acrobatic backflip goal, which doesn't count as a shot on target, you see from the stats, but I am absolutely dominating, and hopefully he won't get back. But in the second half, his keeper decided that he was going to have the game of his life. Manoni was also showing his worth in my goal, but I have to admit that Romando in the second half and throughout the game seemed to be having a better chance. Now here, it was a blatant penalty. How it didn't get called, I will never know. And HURRIKANE knocks it over the bar. And again, this is an example of Romando having the game of his life. This is an impossible save, and yet he does it. Ridiculous. But in the 85th minute, he manages to break apart my defence with a beautiful through ball from Cuadrado, and Paulinho with his weaker foot smacks it right over Manone. Manone, unfortunately, was not having a great game. Both goals were easily savable, and he didn't save them. But as you can see from the match stats of this game, I am absolutely dominating it. But we go into extra time anyway, with a beautiful through ball from Cuadrado to Walker. Walker, with his weaker foot again, smacks it into the top left-hand corner, and my keeper just stood there instead of even trying to save it. But in the 120th minute, should I say, Nabi sees a beautiful ball to Anita, who sees HURRIKANE, and HURRIKANE is not going to forgive my opponent for leaving him that much space. We go into penalties, and HURRIKANE smacks it off the crossbar and into the back of the net, luckily. But then Van Persie stands up, and we all know Van Persie isn't going to miss. Does exactly the same thing as Kane. I'm pretty sure I went up to save it, but he didn't get to it. And then Gale, the man who had just entered the team, tries to show himself, and again misses it. Such a disappointment addition to the team, guys. But Depay stands up, and he also knocks it right into row Z. How, I'll never know. And so Nick Powell stands up and he's like, fuck this, I'm going to smack this straight top. And he gets top bins. Goalkeeper had no chance. Cuadrado stands up, and I thought he was going to do the same thing, actually. And he ends up knocking it to the left. Damn. That's 2-2. Traore steps up, and again, I'm just going to smack it down the middle, but a little bit to the east side. It's like one of these impossible saves, and he smacks it right over the keeper. Schneider stands up, and again, I thought he was either going to hit it to the same side or to the middle, so I was ready for it. And he ends up hitting it to the right. Again, it was silly of me, but I was actually thinking to jump that way. But for my 4th penalty, Nabi hits it, keeper saves it, but it still goes into the net. That was a ridiculous shot from Nabi, and I'm so happy. He stands up with Fur, and if I save this, I win, and I saved it. And my keeper celebrates, but FIFA decides to give me another penalty anyway. So I end up taking it and smacking it over the keeper, just in case that the game was going to glitch, and I would lose somehow. But as you can see from the match stats, the game was absolutely deserved for me to win, even though I only ended up winning it on penalties. 13 shots, 9 on target. With that though, we did get 1 upgrade for winning the game, because unfortunately every goal from HURRIKANE in that game, got absolutely negated from conceding 3 goals as well. So we add in Townsend and take out Nabi. And we go up to our next opponent. As you can see, it's called the Skilled Squad. And holy crap, he's got Depay, Kishna, Pataka, Vitinho. Oh, such a beautiful team. It's a nice hybrid between the Brazilians and the Eredivisie. But on the 90th minute, Townsend showing some work, giving the ball to HURRIKANE, and I just couldn't get it past Gomez at all. Nick Powell does a beautiful move and smacks it wide. Why is this guy hitting it wide? He was playing so well in the last game. He manages to break through as well, but Manoni, beautiful save there. And Yoshida again with a beautiful sliding tackle, just wiping out my opponent. And then Nick Powell gives a beautiful ball to Gale. And Gale, I don't know what he's doing, but smacks it over the bar. This guy has not shown himself to me at all. And then here again, Kane giving it to Gale. And Gale taking a year and a half to control the ball. Decides to kick in and fake in. And again, he's just too weak and gets out-muscled from Fernandez. But I'm not sure what happened in the 48th minute. I think his controller died. Gale managed to take the ball off his defender and score. From then on, the gates just opened. And Harry Kane just smacks it with his left foot into the back of the net 5 minutes later. That's another upgrade for me. And a puzzle piece. We give a ball to Gale and Gale hits the post. This is probably the 4th time in this game that Gale hit the post. And Kane also was having a pretty bad game, as you can see from that. And again, the controller just seems to keep dying from my opponent because he kept coming back to play. And Harry Kane is just not going to forgive him for doing that. That's 3 goals. Now that's 3 goals, should I say. Sorry. Harry Kane with a beautiful hat-trick. And then just to complete the hat-trick, Townsend gets wiped out by the keeper. Thank God they called the penalty on this one. And Harry Kane, to make his 4th, just chips it over the keeper. What a beautiful ball. If he had hit it normally, the keeper would have saved it. But he does a cheeky chip. And as you can see from the match stats, that's 13 shots, 8 on target, and 60% possession. And from that, we go into our team and add in 4 new players. Saka as my striker, Shelvey, Hoyler, and Deliete into the team. Thank you, Harry Kane. Now, with that goal from Gale, we actually have 4 puzzle pieces. So we've got a completed puzzle, as you can see on screen right now. So that allows us to get another upgrade to our team. And the options I'm going to give you now are Inform Punchin, who has an incredible stats with 79 pace, should I say, 75 shot, 77 passing, 80 dribbling, and just looks absolutely incredible on that centre attacking mid spot. Or Okore, who has 81 pace, 70 defense, and 83 physical, who will replace either my defenders, so either Yoshida or Blackett. Took me a while to think of his name. So guys, that's going to be the end of this video, and I'd like to thank everyone for the reception I've been getting on this series. I'm absolutely enjoying playing this series, and hopefully you guys are enjoying watching this series. I'd like to also say thank you for all the positive reception I've been getting on yesterday's video, which was about Subscriber Showdown. If you haven't seen it, give it a look. It's a new series I'm thinking of releasing on my channel, which probably will go ahead because I've got such great replies and responses to it. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike and let me know down below what I can do to improve it. If you're new, please subscribe so you can be up to date with my content and just partake in any subscriber events I hold. And I will see you guys next time.